I wanted to introduce myself.
Sure, my students are at recess right now.
Oh, perfect. My name's Jenna Vivetta.
Hi, I'm Michelle McGill.
Hey, it's so nice to meet you. I'm the new instructional coach here. And I just wanted to let you know that I am here as a partner to work directly with you. Before this position, I taught 4th grade for 11 years in Riverside, New Jersey. So how long have you been teaching?
I've been here 18 years.
Wow, so
Yeah.
you must have so much experience and knowledge to share. That's excellent. That is great. Well, I didn't want to take up too much of your precious time. I know how important time is and that you don't have very much of it. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to help you with any concerns, problems, issues. I want to work with you on absolutely anything. I'm not part of the administration. I'm not here to evaluate you. I am really just here to, help you any way I possibly can. And that's pretty much it. I'm part of your team.
Perfect. So what exactly is it that you do?
Well, pretty much I plan instructional strategies.
Okay.
We'll help implement instructional strategies in the classroom. I do observations and we just have conversations to see what things we can try when things aren't working out. I also plan all of the professional development workshops. And more importantly, I listen to what you have to say because that kind of tells me what I need to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for letting me drop by like this.
Sure.
And I was in your classroom earlier. I love the setup. No matter how many times I set up a classroom, my classroom always seems so congested. I was always tripping over desks, and every year I tried something different, and it never quite worked. So I was really impressed with that. You did a great job.
Thank you. It does take some time to figure that stuff out.
Oh, yeah, I can relate with being in this new position. So, all right. Well, thanks again.
Hey, you're welcome. Anytime.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So this was my first step to establishing rapport with a teacher. I knew her students were at recess when I went up and addressed her, so I was not interrupting her instructional time. I wanted to make a quick introduction so she could understand that I am here not to evaluate her. I'm not part of the administration team. I'm just here to help her. This addresses one of Knight's 7 principles, establishing equality. To establish rapport, I also identified an observable success, which would have been her classroom setup. Michelle, how are you? How's everything going?
Hi, Jenna. Well, it's going.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Well, I'm really frustrated with the student in my class. He's constantly causing distractions, interrupting my instruction. When I'm working in small group, he's off task and fooling around in his seat. I'm so frustrated.
Oh, I totally get it. And I bet he's never absent, right?
No, he's always here.
Would you mind if I came in and observed his behavior for a little bit?
No, that would actually be great.
Oh,
Like,
great.
nothing's worked yet.
Excellent. I can come in and maybe we can come up with a potential solution together. Does 9:30 tomorrow work for you?
Yeah, 9:30 would be great because I'm in guided reading group.
Perfect. I will see you tomorrow at 9:30. Thank you.
Tomorrow.
In another attempt to establish rapport, I let the teacher explain what she was experiencing and I listened. Then once again, I established myself as a partner by asking if I could come into her classroom to observe, as well as mentioning that we could come up with some new strategies together. I also made another personal connection with the student being absent, even though it was a little joke, the ones that sometimes are the little buggers or the ones that are there every single day. At this time for our follow-up
Hi,
meeting.
sure, welcome.
I just wanted to go over a couple of things that I saw yesterday.
Okay.
Let's see, I took some notes. So I saw that when you were with your guided reading group, all of your students were definitely very engaged.
Do you want to sit down?
Sure. Maybe we can have a conversation. So I saw that all of your students were really engaged, and I thought that was wonderful. They really seemed to get the concept of the strategy, cause and effect, and I saw that even when they left your group, they were able to apply that strategy independently. So that was wonderful. I also happened to notice that during your guided group, Brian interrupted 7 times.
Yes, that's usual for him.
Must be very, very frustrating for you.
It really is. No matter what, he can't sit still and needs to constantly interrupt. I give him warnings, put his name in the book, his checks, reflection notices, take away his recess, but nothing seems to stop him. It takes so much of my other group's instructional time.
Well, I must say that even though Brian interrupted you, it's certainly, your small group instruction was completely effective. So even though he kept interrupting, it was phenomenal.
Thank you.
Everybody got the goal. They were all of your students, I noticed, were able to identify in their reading journal the cause and effect relationship. So while Brian was a bugger, the other ones still did get, the whole,
The gist of it?
the gist of it.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
So, back to Brian. While I was observing Brian, I saw he got out of his seat and asked to use the bathroom. He came back and had to sharpen his pencil and danced to the pencil sharpener. Then he returned to his seat where he switched to seating position 3 times, read 1 page, yelled out to you, inquiring about how many more pages he had to do, got up, got a tissue, read for about 2 minutes, and then asked to get a drink, and then read 1 more page before he began talking to other students.
Oh, yeah, that sure is Brian.
Yeah, it seems to me like he's having a really hard time staying in his seat because he just can't stop moving. He needs to constantly be moving, and the constant movement is really interfering with his ability to complete assignments and actually focus on anything. You're good. Let's see. Do you agree with that observation?
Absolutely, yeah. He just cannot sit still. He does have a diagnosis of ADHD
Oh, okay.
and a 504 plan that I follow.
Right, yes.
But a break every 2 minutes is really just not conducive to learning. It's a little
Yeah.
bit difficult.
Well, I completely agree with you, and I have an idea. I did some research ahead of time and found that a lot of teachers are using something called fidget bands. You can take a fidget band and put it on the bottom of his desk, on the legs of the desk,
Okay.
and this could really improve his ability to concentrate. It has been, there's evidence-based research behind it. So when I was researching this for you, I stopped by Lakeshore Learning and picked up some fidget bands for you. So I thought we could just put them on and see how it goes.
All right, thanks. What else do I need to do?
You don't have to do anything. It takes 1 minute, and when I go back upstairs, I can quickly put it on your desk. Now Brian can use the resistance bands that are on the bottom, and hopefully he'll keep moving. It'll get all the jitters out, so he can just stay in one seat and maybe be a little less disruptive. With the move, yes. All right. I also found a workshop next month that actually is focusing on instructing students with ADHD. I wanted to know if you were interested in attending that.
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, perfect. Great. I thought maybe you could attend and then come back and present what you learned from the workshop to the rest of the staff.
All right, that would be great. I do hear teachers having the same issues as me all the time.
Well, I will let you get back to your work, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
In order to provide effective feedback, I began with an observable success and personal observation. Then I quickly moved to making the inference regarding the teacher's frustration. I reviewed what I saw and listened to the teacher to make sure we were on the same track. I presented an actionable plan and helped implement the plan. I offered PD on instructing students with ADHD and followed up 1 week later with the teacher to see how the fidget bands were helping Brian, if it was a success. If it wasn't working, then that's when we could meet together and see if we could come up with some other solutions.
How are you?
Good. How's everything going this week?
Great, really great. Since using the fidget band, Brian's reduced the number of disruptions in class
Okay.
and has been able to be on task for a longer period of time,
Oh,
which is wonderful.
That's excellent. It sounds like he's able to complete more work with less distractions.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm so glad we were able to work together on this. Our goal is to improve Brian's academic achievement, and it seems like we've had some success. So I really look forward to working with you in the future, and if there's anything you need, please let me know.
I look forward to working with you too. Thank you so
so
much.
much.